Here you go. This whole fucking video, dude. Crack pipe. Dun 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 dun. Whoa. Da 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 da. There we go. Now we're staying high. Sure.
They openly hate and try to destroy all the pillars of Western society, whether or not they're positive such as science, capitalism, freedoms like speech, and Christianity.
Sure, man.
Abel's your guy, eh, God? How about if I take him out in the field and beat him to death? How do you feel about that?
This guy right now is reliving 1,000 Vietnams a second in his brain. He looks like there should be, like, so much pain and wisdom behind his eyes, but you know that, like, his rise to fame was because he lied about police taking him away for using the wrong pronouns. And that's like the most he's ever, that's the closest he's ever gotten to like hard shit. Well, I mean, he's had all of his drug shit and like life problems or whatever, but he's literally a life coach who like shits on people who want to make the world better, so I don't really care.
It depends on the kind of government.
He backs off immediately. Look at this kid's Chad Stonewall face too. Sir? No, that is not true. You're lying to me. Do not tell lies. I have been a proud Club Penguin member since 2007, and for this sentence I am banned. They say the words that led to my ban in the ban message, but it doesn't make any sense.
What kind of a moron forgets to pick up his laptop at a repair shop? You're a Biden. Act like one.
Everything he built, life, I just ruined it all.
I want to know everything that's on that laptop.
This is so weird. This is so weird. Want to do a political hit piece on the son of our political opponent? Okay, let's literally just make a movie about them. Not a movie on them, a movie starring them, played by actors. Insane. If they don't show Hunter's fat hog, they're cowards. Yeah, imagine putting out a full movie on Hunter Biden, you know, and not showing his fat hog. Think they're gonna lie about that? They're gonna have just to spite him. They're gonna have a scene where like he has sex with the chick and she's like, "Oh, I can't feel it" or something. You know, they would be that spiteful.
White liberals. They don't have any culture. Their culture. You want to know what their culture is? In the basement, smelling their mom's underwear.
I think we might be self-reporting a little bit. I've never heard the mom underwear sniffing liberal smear. I've heard a lot of smears against liberals. I've made a lot of smears against liberals. That one might be coming from the heart. Why? This is extremely weird. Wow. This is deeply frightening, I have to say. Anyway, the funniest thing happened late last night. I woke up to it this morning, okay? Very much a hyperliminal, you know, are we living in a simulation type deal. So, and this is not a joke, Reuters, the news agency, published an article fact-checking a meme that was made about me. I'm not kidding. A whole article, okay? So, and now, I think this was from my community. I genuinely don't know, but it was posted by everyone, of course. Elijah Schaffers, who's like a Groiper type over here. Breaking. During some of the heaviest shelling, give me the tweet, in the city of Kharkiv, former primary school teacher Ivian Kochinsky, I don't actually know if that's any more Ukrainian than my actual name, but okay, has been traveling throughout the city and taking care of unaccompanied minors. Locals have started calling him the Kharkiv Kid Finder.
And now, breaking news. The Kharkiv Kid Finder is still at large, with reported sightings indicating he and his squad of roaming children have traveled by foot from the Kharkiv Regional Children's Clinical Hospital in the Shevchenkivsky district down to the water park jungle in Slobitsky district. Eyewitnesses claim they saw them in the arcade area teaching the younger boys about the anatomy of horses. While the Kharkiv Kid Finder hasn't yet been apprehended, police have ruled out former suspect and CIA agent Ivan Kochinsky and now believe the culprit may be Yannick Olinik, commonly known as Fat Ian. Olinik moved to Ukraine after his home was raided by Kochinsky's paramilitary squad for his suspected alliance with Russian state-affiliated media asset Caleb Maupin, along with possession of equine pornography.
You got two paradigms. You got this old guy who has raised 5 children and has 21 grandchildren. And with all of his failings, he actually did do that. Do you want to be like him? Do you want to be like him? Do you want to be like him? Or do you want to be this wanker who just starts screaming at you?
You know that, like, back in the good old days, we would just hit each other with rocks, right? And I guarantee you I can lift a bigger one than you.
He would invariably stop, interrupt you, and say, well, what do you mean by that? Guys perfected this tactic of basically
the sneaky debate tactic of asking clarifying questions when a person's best argument against you is that you have a darkened mind and therefore cannot perceive his ideas.
If there ever proves that lust darkens the mind, it's Vaush and the way he performed during that debate.
Somebody once told me the
I can't do this. I can't do this today.
Oh, was slapped by Will Smith. Got it. 2 memes in one. The fusion of the memes. They're so joyous together. Joe Biden as a toddler returning to the bike.
That's enough.
A drag show where kids are tipping them as if they're a stripper. That's what happens at these drag events, these drag brunches. You tip them like you're simulating a strip club. I wouldn't be okay with a young kid going to a heterosexual strip club, much less a place where they're going to be sexually confused because they might be attracted, because some of these drag queens, they're so effective with their makeup, they're so effective with their synthetic breasts and their thongs. You could very easily be confused. So it's that confusion.
There were people in my subreddit after I was on with Hake on that panel show. There were people saying, like, you should get a debate with Hake. I ask you, like, what would I even say with Hake? Debate what? His synaptic responses? Should I, like, jangle some keys and involve him in that? Like, what do I say?
Vaush is one of the more, if you will, shameless guys that I know. He's argued in favor of pornography against the great Catholic intellectual E. Michael Jones recently. And I believe my first appearance on The Crucible was discussing rap culture. And I think Tupac said at one point, break out the champagne glasses and mother bleeping condoms. And I was saying that is immoral. Condoms are immoral. And I think Andrew told me, I think he's a married family man. Well, what about condoms in the context of marriage? Maybe there's a time when women aren't supposed to be conceiving or something like that. And I don't understand it, but condoms, what about in that context? And I'm like, no, that's gross.
just to cut in just for a second on your opening, I know that this is unorthodox to do, but I'm not ever wearing a condom with my wife, Hake. Anyway, go ahead, buddy.
All right. Thank you for clarifying that.
We're just going to
are black people trying to keep white people from immigrating in?
Let the others care about race. Well,
can you answer that question? Are black people saying we should protect black people by not allowing white immigration? Is that a thing that they say?
I think that there are black politicians who probably do want to tilt immigration for black people.
No, wait, hold on. Wait, who here is out there? People. What black politicians are saying we should stop having immigration from Western European countries? Get the fuck out of here. That's the thing.
They know that it's
the difference is,
there,
and this is the reason why, like, Stacy chose Tyrone over you in school. It's because they're not cowards.
So
when they say they value pro-black policy, they mean helping black people. When you say pro-white, you mean hurting black people. You're a coward. You don't give a fuck about helping white people. What are your policies on economic divestment? Policies on economic divestment. What will you do to help the wages of the average white working family? What are you going to do about economic alienation in the suburbs?
Joe Biden says it's a good thing whites are becoming a minority.
Give me a policy that'll help white people. Give me a policy that'll help white people.
At least let's look at what the policy is now that's supposed to enable you.
Michael.
For me, not really.
Michael, wait, can I say one thing? Michael.
This is the Center for Political Innovations Award. We are giving to Tara Reid for actions in defense of international truth and solidarity in the pursuit of peace and justice.
Whoa, don't show the, hey, whoa, don't show the back of the conference room. Don't show the back of the fucking Hotel Marriott conference room that you couldn't fill. Holy shit.
That's not all.
What?
Page 296.
What? He could be reading from any book right now, right? He could be reading from Harry Potter. He could be reading about the Sorcerer's Stone or something. And that's not all. Look at this, you know? Harry looked into the mirror and saw his parents.
He is handed lists of quotations, you know, from Lenin, from Marx, and he'll read them off as if that means you should vote for Joe Biden. It's really kind of pathetic to watch. But one thing that I find to be...
No one ever debunked that, by the way. No one ever debunked that. I maintain 100%. Karl Marx would have been a Joe Biden staffer, okay? It's funny how you would say the collapse of the United States is bad for America when the dissolution of the state is a prerequisite for communism. Look who's the communist now.
The conditions of the United States and working people is getting worse for this country. I don't want working people in this country to suffer. I want a government that actually represents working people and not multinational corporations. The very exact thing that you say that you support because you're supposedly some sort of socialist.
No,
right?
We need the multinational corporations to take the wealth back that's been extracted from the West.
Say it again?
We need the multinational corporations to take back the wealth that's been taken from the West by countries like Nicaragua, Guam.
Oh yeah, it's the so
Nigeria.
You're saying we should have imperialism, right? To supposedly build back the labor aristocracy in the country.
Do you know how many dollars worth of bombs we gave to Laos for free?
I absolutely agree. The United States shouldn't be giving bombs to anyone. That's one of the reasons why I'm against Joe Biden selling weapons to Saudi Arabia to bomb the Yemenis people, right? And that's part of the reason I'm glad that Saudi Arabia is now moving in the direction to be part of BRICS, so they are no longer part of this U.S. imperialist system.
Hold on, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Okay.
No way, dog. No way.
What is he watching? Who is that?
No way, dog. No way.
What is he watching? Who is that?
The funniest thing about this, and you can tell this pretty easily because of the color of the lights in the background, which are green here, and they're not normally green, is that this is a video that I recorded on Christmas. And the video that I recorded on Christmas and released was my rating every Five Nights at Freddy's jump scare video, in which I'm wearing that shirt and that background light frames me. That's not a joke. You know, if you watch my live streams, I do not often have a green background, but there you go, green with the yellow in the bottom right corner. It is my Five Nights at Freddy's video. I think all of us couldn't deny that it's pretty f***able. I know you all agree. Also, the logistics here. Now, I will say, by the way, the fire thing, Galarian, all the Galarian transforms I've seen so far have been pretty ugly. Okay. Well, up until this point they were. This isn't. Well, this does get rid of the fire. Psychic Fairy. Oh, man. I would f*** Galarian Rapidash. First of all, trans colors represent. Second of all, Psychic Fairy. Can you imagine a combination more capable of Seriously, we're not talking steel. We're not talking rock. We're not talking ground. We're talking psychic fairy. There's no way this thing can't make you come, okay? Not to mention, I feel like the logistic here is pretty good. 5 feet tall. I'm just guessing here. I feel like whether they were male or female, you know, you're dealing with more manageable proportions. I agree. Now, I will say, with regards to the original Rapidash design, this is real fire. Okay, this isn't like hair that looks like fire. This is real fire, and I don't know how you would be able to work around that. It doesn't hurt if it likes you. In the anime, if it trusts you, you can touch the fire. Is that canon? It's inconsistent in lore? Okay, well, hopefully it likes me because I'd be trying to have sex with it. I wouldn't be trying to have sex with it if it didn't like me. Also, if it didn't like me, it could use... Here, let's just read a description, okay? With incredible acceleration, it reaches its top speed of 150 miles per hour after running just 10 steps. It would kill me if it didn't want to. Pikachus. Selling this to the Zoomers, okay? You have 2 Pikachus, okay? And one Pikachu is the ability to identify a problem, and the other is the ability to solve it, okay? So what Russell Brand is doing is taking very good care of the Pikachu that represents your ability to identify a problem, okay? He's giving him lots of Poke berries. He beat the other one to death with a sledgehammer. The other Pikachu is just like yellow paste that he dumped into a river. What he is doing is weaponizing very simple truths and obvious problems as a way to promote a cult idolatry of him. God, that's so good. Truly one of the most videos of all time. Hey, Vermin, if you could make me one cocktail, I'm officially, right now, ending the Mike from PA beef. Greetings, sir. You have my respect. Are you ready for it? Are you ready? The honest to God truth is, it's probably because he's so good looking. People love his sexy body. Hey man, what's up?
3 big balls. Look like we playing tennis.
Hey, Vermin! 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 Excuse me. If you are a non-white English language second language person, listen, if you're cool, basically. Hi.
He's sliding in and out my ass like he's cleaning out gutters. Dick bigger than a stick of butter.
Hello. Could I have that and also a Pop-Tart? And also, could I just have a fruit snack with them too? Thank you. Yes. 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 Jokes aside. This is how you walk upstairs if you don't want the bitches, okay? You don't want to do that, okay? What you want to do... Pigeon, is that you screaming for another appearance on stream?
Guys, and they bust on my eyes. They eat my ass just like apple pie.
You stupid whore. You. Aww. Now eat her. I can do whatever I want. I could do literally anything. Watch this. A guy I don't like is dead now. Can't believe you just implied 40k miniatures would help anyone get a girl. They will! This is what you guys don't understand. Autism is in right now, okay? Autism is the hot shit, all right? Hey, Vermin, could I have another one of those drinks? It tasted really good the last time. I just want another one. Just one more and then I'm done for the night, okay? I have enough calories for it. It's like 200 calories. I've got enough. Please. Please. Water. You know what's mostly water? Cum. God, you guys are gay. Holy shit. Oh my god. Water? Oh, drink lots of water. Yeah, like a giant fucking load in your mouth? God. Jesus. I assume cum is mostly water. I don't actually know that. I assume it is. I don't actually. God. Give me a debate while I'm plastered. You guys want to see talent on the line? You have no fucking idea. The levels of rhetorical charisma that I would demonstrate while plastered would be unrivaled. My skill would be so evident that the entire online left, all of these woke scolds and tankies, would get down on their knees and they would say, please, Vaush, I'm sorry for misjudging you. Please let me suck your dick. I would do anything to have your dick in my mouth right now. So impressive was your rhetoric. And I would say, no, you'll have to work hard to earn back my trust. I feel betrayed, and your behavior, frankly, is inappropriate. You know, I don't think it's appropriate to apologize to me by offering sexual favors. And then they would be canceled instead of me for once, you know? Immigration is good, actually, dumbass. I just want to be white girl wasted. That's all I want. Quit being horny for a second. You're all thinking of buttholes right now. Calm. You ever had sex with a girl? I know most of you haven't, because you're late bloomers. Okay? You ever had sex with a girl? They have so much fun. It's crazy. It's like bottoms. That's why, and I say this, you can treat bottoms like shit. It's fine. You know why? Because when you f a bottom, if you're a top, you're just thinking like, better pace out my thrusts, better not come too early. I am, you know. If they're a bottom though, they are losing their minds. If they a bottom when you're having sex, they're losing their shit. They're writhing around. They're making noises. So it's okay. It's fine if you're a little mean to them because they make it back. They have more fun during sex. Never been horny in my life. I have never been horny. I have never once been horny in my entire life. I don't even want to hear any of this. I've never come. I've never had an erection. I've never anything. I've never anything ever before. You know why? Because I'm a goddamn socialist, and I believe in the people. I believe in the goddamn proletariat, all right? Because I'm not gonna let my little fucking dick urges get in the way. It's not a serious fucking country, dude. This country's retarded. I should have more alcohol, though. It's very important that I have more. It's morally important. Do you guys even understand ethics? You don't. You don't. That's why you come to me. Oh, Vaush, what's right? What's wrong? What's right is me being indescribably plastered. That's what's morally right. You don't even you couldn't even arrive at that conclusion by yourself because of your small brains. But I'll tell you, that's what ethics is. Oh, sorry, one of my slippers laces came untied. Hold on. I need new slippers. I don't wash my slippers. I just get new ones every like year because I only use them in the winter. I use them for one winter, then I replace them. I know you can wash your slippers. I just never, it just seems weird. I always, every year I feel like, well, I could just get better slippers. I don't know. It's like $15. Like it's not, you know, it's like for one winter's worth of warm feet, you know? Warm feet. The fake news media and whatever ethnic minority you despise in particular don't want you to know this, but I'll tell you, okay? Warm feet is the key to happiness. They don't want you to know this, all right? If you're ever feeling a little down, here's what you need to make sure of, especially in the winter, okay? Make sure you get your water, eat enough food, Get a little bit of exercise and warm your feet. Seriously. Nya. All right, let's talk about civil wars and child sexual abuse. My old roommate, she seemed interested in some of this. I'm going to casually bring up the social media discipline thing when I see her next week. Not directly ask her, but just kind of casually bring it up. See how she reacts. Oh, so this is somebody else talking with Caleb, indicating that this was part of like a... Yeah, casually bring it up. Pigeon, I swear to God. Pigeon, I am working. I have a job. Pigeon. Do you know what work is, Pigeon? No, you don't, because all you do is shit and eat. Shame. Shame her. Shame. Why do you eat so much? Why do you poop so much? Why? Dup, 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 dup. Shame. Be free. She has to let go of my shirt. Pigeon, do you understand the position you're in right now? Pigeon. Pigeon, can you... Thank... Ow! She tail whipped me! What are you, a Pokemon? Be free.
I'd have died to protect you from the unjust, the violence, the terror, the uncertainty. I would have died to give you life. Oh, dear Mr. President Putin, if only I'd been your mother.
We should airdrop USB flash drives with this video on it in Russia. You know? Or like have Ukraine fire them at Moscow with a cannon or something. I think this would end the war very quickly. Because they would all kill themselves. The Russians, I mean. It would be a war crime. It would be like mass forced suicide. Psychological warfare on an unprecedented scale. As a Russian, this woman's poetry has single-handedly convinced me to support Moscow's imperialism in the crusade against degeneracy. Yeah, sorry folks, we're now we're all Russian imperialists now. It's the hard turnaround, folks.
La 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 la, wait till I get my money right.
Amazon, it is Tommy Lahren, and hey listen, I have been told that you are a liberal, far-left, communist, but you don't live like it. You just got a new Porsche. Now listen, that sounds kind of capitalist to me.
You should get a sponsorship for Lockheed Martin. Do you think if I got a sponsorship for Lockheed Martin, do you think I could get them to ship a HIMARS to my house to like show? Like out in the desert somewhere, like, hey guys, this video is brought to you by Lockheed Martin. We have a HIMARS autonomous mobile rocket launch platform. Yeah, we have a single missile HIMARS mega rocket aimed directly at Hassan's West Hollywood mansion, and I'm doing this like as a live ad read or like as a YouTube video that has the premiere function. So like midway through the read, as people in my community are watching it, people show up in his chat being like, dude, check this out. And he's like watching as I'm like aiming the fucking rocket. It fires, and Hassan looks out his window and there's a tiny trail of smoke arcing.
From being at the hospital, I learned quite a few things about healing arts. My first observation was the incredible lack of crystals.
I noticed that too.
You fix your body, that's one aspect out of your whole being. You still have your mental.
You may have fixed your broken leg bone, but have you healed your broken spirit bone? No. That's what you need the crystals for. This is the type of thinking that directly leads to people dying as well as the Christian. Oh no, 100%. People like this are morally repugnant. I really don't care how much of it is a grift or how much of it is sincere. Go to therapy, walk into traffic, I don't care.
How can the reproductive system be arbitrary? It's like you're saying this is arbitrary.
Holy shit! You're like Dunning-Kruger personified. Do you even fucking know what point you're working towards right now? What the f are you talking about?
I'm trying to make you make
How
sense.
can the reproductive system be arbitrary? Holy shit, thank God I didn't start my career when I had as much unearned confidence as you when I was in Middle
Really?
school.
Well, hold on. How can the differences between the reproductive system be arbitrary?
Wait, are you the inseminator?
Yes.
Holy shit! You're the turf guy
Yes.
that I argued with like 2 years ago.
Correct.
The wife
It is
guy.
me.
You were the
I
guy
am
who
the
I did the
guy.
rambling about the big booby, small booby woman.
All I'm saying is that there's a difference between trans women and women.
Wait, there's a difference between black women and white women, but they're both women, aren't they? There's a difference between tall and short women, big booby and little booby and no booby woman, black and white woman, but they are all women, all the same.
It's me. I've returned to your stream.
Oh my god, you've gotten dumber.
I'm like one of your OG villains.
Oh, let's not
Of
talk you
your-
up too much. I feel like you're confusing yourself for your own sake here. Wait, LT hold up. Whoa, whoa, no, get back! No, I didn't know what was happening. Whoa! Yeah! Did we get him? But hey, striking workers, as it turns out, actually are quite vulnerable to having their fucking assets frozen. They'll remember Justin Trudeau. They'll remember how effective it was at stopping those mean convoy protesters, and you're gonna do it again. Holy shit! It's impossible for any human to feel more contempt towards anything or any group of people as I am towards Canadians right now. Okay, holy shit. The pure fucking rage, genocidal energy going on in my mind right now. Oh my fucking god. Holy Christ. Okay? Jesus. Vaush, you know you can sue the Canadian government, right? I'm going to kill you. I hold on. Thankfully, my website tracks your location. That's my house.
He said the other day, oh, I've never voted for a Republican. I said, I didn't know that. He told me he voted for me. So he's another bullshit artist, but he's not going to be behind a bullshit artist.
Russia, however, is about to invade Ukraine. Look, we can't stop what's coming. The war, I mean, there's nothing you or I can do unless you're Putin, in which case, Roblox yourself. I don't know. Take Tanuki the $10. A SpaceX flight attendant said Elon Musk exposed himself and propositioned her for sex. Documents show the company paid her $250,000 for silence. Brilliant stuff here. A flight attendant for SpaceX said Elon Musk asked her to do more during a massage, documents show. The billionaire founder exposed his penis to her and offered to buy her a horse. A man from my own heart clearly knows what the ladies want. According to claims in a declaration, after she reported the incident to SpaceX, Musk's company paid her $250,000 as part of a severance agreement. Fantastic stuff here. Vaush would have done it. A horse and I get to touch a penis? You kidding me? No, again, I want to be the horse. Understand me, all right? Understand me. I live in a prison of my own mind, okay? Please, try to reach out. So there's this girl, and I've been thinking about her a lot. Her name's Nancy Pelosi, and I can't share the thoughts that I've had about her on this platform.
Every Nazi's bad. Well, could some of the Nazis have just been fighting for their country? Oh, they're all, we can't put them all in a box.
No, I get you're explaining that, like you said, you love the Zionists. You don't agree with some of the things they're doing, even though you don't support a lot of what's happening. Seriously, I've really studied a lot of history. Plus, I had family that was there. And so, I mean, I don't think Hitler was a good guy. I get the Hugo Boss uniforms, amazing. But I mean, just because you're in love with the design, you're a designer. Can we just kind of say, like, you like the uniforms, but that's about it?
No, there's a lot of things that I love about Hitler.
What do you think?
A lot of things that I love about Hitler.
There we go. Didn't want to cut that one off, sorry. Why do you think Kanye is sympathetic to the Wehrmacht conscripts? Kanye, who spent the past month doing nothing but talking about Jews and how Jews control the world. Do you think he just, like, coincidentally developed a humanitarian interest in the conscripted Wehrmacht soldiers who were not collaborators in the Holocaust? Like, just two totally divergent points about the Jewish question and also a sudden interest in defending the Wehrmacht. You know, why does he actually feel that way? You know, just something to think about. So anyway, he was talking about Hitler.
A lot of things. Hey, Nedden, what did you...
Oh, wait, really quick, by the way. You can see their reactions when he says this. Very funny.
...that I love about Hitler.
Take a look at Alex. Take a look at Nick. Nick loves it because, again, he's just like an E shit poster. He's just like, yep, yep. Alex Jones, you can see it right here. He's doing the oh boy face. Look, can you see it in the low res? He's doing the... Because you know Alex Jones just wants to capitalize on Kanye being canceled and how they're being censored by the deep state and blah, blah, blah. But there are limits that he can't cross as well. And Kanye just can't hold back.
Say that there aren't problems with, you know, different forms of oppression like sexism in Vietnam today. Luna faces sexism in Vietnam today. She's bisexual. She faces various forms of bigotry.
It's the people's sexism, non-compete. And this is coming off an awful lot like you projecting Western idealist, philosophy onto Vietnamese color revolutions. Be careful.
Vietnam today. Okay, so she's not making the argument that a bourgeois civil society and capitalism are the only ways. You know she didn't say that. You just watched her talk for several minutes uninterrupted. Were you actually paying attention to what she was saying? Or do you just want to insert...
He's such a wife guy. Were you even listening to my wife? My wife. Were you even listening? Were you even paying proper respect?
Bullshit line of sophistic rhetoric.
Yeah, getting boring again.
She's never once said otherwise. Find me a place where she's ever said otherwise. You're making shit up, Vaush. And your audience doesn't see it because you're very gifted at making shit up with the utmost confidence, spewing it out as though it's well measured and based in the factual evidence.
People's wife. No, that's called cuckoldry. Am I making this up?
Molest children and it has a positive. Adults can molest children and it has a positive outcome.
Am I making that up? Many are curious. After all that, we finally learn the finale, the final version. I'm non-compete. Nazis had a point. I'm Luna Boy. Nazis had a point. I'm non-compete. God, it slaps. Nazis had a point. I'm Luna Boy. Nazis had a point. I'm non-compete. Nazis had a point. I can't believe they said this. Nazis had a plan.
Adults can molest children and have adults can molest children and have
He said this! Yeah, non-compete fans be like, context for this song? Context? That slapped. Jazz Dog, real talent. Thank you. Why are the ships always blinking and sinking at sea? What makes the British start thinking of the cup of tea? It's now the season. The reason's plain what it means. German submarines. What makes the sailors go crazy wherever they cruise? What makes the market go down? What frightens the Jews? Yeah, possibly Aristocracy TV. It's always a you know, the boundaries around this behavior, they're always they kind of sneak up on you, right? What the f is that noise? What?
What exactly is pet play?
I typically only do it with like my partners. One person in like the owner position and one person in the pet position.
Okay,
like,
I mean, yeah,
there are a lot of other kinks I'll engage in like friends with benefits stuff, but pet play I got like no.
Chick who says that she's into pet play and asks you tentatively if you'd be okay with her being your cat girl, and you say yes, and the moment you say yes, she gets the zoomies, and she on all fours bolts off the bed, headbutts the door on the way out of the bedroom, skitters across the hardwood floor, rams into the wall on the far side, and then climbs into your sink and shits herself.
And I noticed that the door was propped open and the valet was inside the dining room changing the tablecloth off of the dining room table. He motioned for me to come in and then pointed towards the front of the room near the fireplace mantle and the TV, where I first noticed there was ketchup dripping down the wall and there's a shattered porcelain plate on the floor. The valet had articulated that the president was extremely angry at...
That's fucking perfect. How do you know when Donald Trump is having a tantrum? Porcelain is shattered and there's ketchup dripping from the wall. That is phenomenal. Literally, that is so good. It is cartoon shit. It is unbelievable. He flipped the porcelain plate that had his nuggies and ketchup and it hit the wall. And that is absolutely what happened. When they were riding him back to the Oval Office, after the Secret Service guy removed the fat toddler's hands from his throat, he was given his special plate of nuggies with ketchup, and he sulked, and he didn't even eat them. I'm sorry. It's just that it's objectively the funniest thing in the world. I'm so sorry. It's just... How do I... Hold on. I'm going to give my take. We are doing everything that we can to address the issues that you have brought up. Some of them are more or less out of our control. Inflation does seem to be affecting the world right now. It is a global matter. It is a matter that can be resolved through global policy addresses, but not something that we are capable of single-handedly, meaningfully addressing on our own. A combination of pandemic-related supply shortages and breakups to our supply chain have led to a general increase in the cost of many goods, and we're doing everything that we can to fix that by getting our supply chains back in order. The easiest way to do that is to continue addressing the COVID pandemic. Now, I understand that this has been a difficult topic, but we have to understand, as Americans, there is nothing right now which is more important than getting over COVID. We do have increased vaccination rates. We do have an unparalleled access to the infrastructure necessary to get people vaccinated. And I sincerely hope that not only do my fellow Americans make the right choice and get themselves vaccinated to make this country strong again, but that the people they vote for encourage them to do the same. Furthermore, it should be noted that while administration, we have many bold plans for this country, from addressing the attacks on our voting rights to addressing the numerous issues with our country's infrastructure. It is difficult for us to do so when we are operating off such thin margins. I hope the American people can understand from the passion with which I speak and the message we are working to deliver that American infrastructure is essential. It is something we need to commit more money to, not just the amount we already have with the plan we did get through, but far, far, far more. And the American people should make that intention known. Whether you vote Democrat or Republican, you should agree, if you are pro-American, that we need an improvement to our infrastructure. There is no way around that. You can be pro-American and you can rebuild this country, or you can be anti-American and you can neglect it. Those are the only choices. Oh, also, I just want you guys to know that pretty soon we're coming up in the 2022 elections, and I still have to ramble about all the campaigning, volunteering, canvassing stuff. And I want you guys to know that given this, any anti-electoralism in chat will be met with an immediate and painful death at my hands. I'll be like Slender Man or whatever, okay? You know, I see that shit in my chat, I can teleport behind you in real life.
Past a certain income level, I'm just going to be using this money to filter back into the quality of the stream, the quality of the productions, paying other people to help them help me make better content, YouTube editors to do highlight clips and prepared content that they can edit together, because I have no patience for that nonsense.
Vaush's disappearance has led to his editors rushing to find content to post, going as far back as the horrid age of 2020.
Dear Diary, it's day 5 of no Vaush stream. Editors are doing the best they can, but a man can only take so much without fresh content.
But when the world needed him most, he disappeared.
At this point, the editors are straight up manufacturing content.
Feel for Tempest and Ryan having to look in the vault for content because of the drought.
Where is he?
At this point, just upload dono segments.
Literally the same.
Okay.
Are we good? Literally the same. Literally the same.
It's perfectly fine to be angry at these things. I know I am, but I also don't believe anger should be a brand, because communicating via anger is extremely dependent on the situation. And when you have debate bros
I do agree with that, but I don't think I communicate via anger. I think maybe more so I used to. I feel like I tend to be... I don't think I'm that angry of a person, really. I think I can be very aggressive during debates. But the aggression isn't really an anger thing. It's more of like a kind of a controlled rhetorical focus. I know, oh yeah, I'm certainly loud, you know.
I'm talking about the United States sending arms to Ukraine.
Is there any term I can search? Anything I can look up?
After Ukraine, yeah, Ukraine has received several batches of U.S. weapons. The Russian is
I'm aware of that. What about, you're saying we sent them weapons to support military action against this leader? Can you give me
No, listen. After those elements actually overthrew the government, after he had to actually flee to Moscow, the United States stepped up arming of the Ukrainian.
So you were lying.
Exactly,
You were
no, I'm
lying.
not lying.
You explicitly said we gave them arms to overthrow their president. What, we did it after?
I'm saying the government was overthrown illegally, right? And the US
I don't care.
supporting
Wait, law? What are you, a fucking liberal? Jesus Christ!
What?
Law! Law!
All right, Vaush.
Where? What armaments?
We did it! Artemy, we did it! $250,000! $250,000, we did it! Guys, I really cannot overstate how proud I am of you for this remarkable accomplishment. 15 hours in and $250,000 raise. But obviously, we're not stopping here, right? The next goal has to be $300,000, which would make it the largest donation stream that we've done yet. Oh. I don't have the political know-how or discipline to be a political organizer, but I know people who do, and that's why I've partnered with Progressive Victory 2022, which is an organization that's trying to get folks out canvassing, phone banking, text banking, get them to match up with any local campaigning opportunities that they might be able to contribute to. Now, I know these folks. They're real nice. They're real professional. My fans also know these folks because according to this map that my editors are going to put up, there are over 7,000 people who've already signed up for their Discord. Listen, I'm begging you, okay? The primaries are coming up. If you go to vaush.gg/map, you can see not only all the folks who have signed up, hello Pigeon, but you can also see how to sign up yourself. And it's simple as, you go, there's a little Discord server, if you want to give them your email so they can send you opportunities, a lot has already happened. Folks have gone canvassing. Jamal Bowman did a talk. They did phone banking for him. It's been real neat. And honest to God, we're coming up close to the end of the primaries here. So there's never been a better time. I know touching grass is scary, but I swear we talk about so much doom and gloom politics here. Feels a lot better to actually do something, Something off the computer chair, if at all possible. As before, guys, the real value of PV22 to me is the idea of being able to build out an apparatus that exists beyond my action. I know this has been the subject of some discussion in stream, but at the end of the day, it has to be understood. And you can defend me all you want, but this is a fact, okay? I am flippant, neurotic, emotional, unreliable, forgetful, and lazy. I am not a good bedrock to build any kind of political organization upon. Not even close. There is a reason why I do live streaming and don't do a lot of other things. There are other people far more qualified for that work than I, and the goal would be to build out a system that can operate outside of me. And I would like it to be known, and I would like to remind everyone that all throughout the midterms, Progressive Victory 22 operated on grants. Through funding entirely disconnected from me, the only thing I provided was my enthusiastic support and my audience. And in so doing, nearly 10,000 volunteer slots filled throughout the midterms. All right, listen up, my little goobers, my little goobery goos, okay? This is a bit preemptive for you all, but in the future it won't be, because that's how time works. Did you know that it's almost 2023? That's a year.
We're going to get an entire year of being in 2023. Now, foolish men have spent the past basically like 6 years talking about how this is the year, this is the year, this is the year. Well, folks, got a secret, right? That I want to share with you. Every year is the year. Dividing the year up, the time that we have up in discrete, little units, distracts us from the fact that it's actually one contiguous life experience. We're running the whole way through. Was 2022 good? No. Was 2021 good? No. Was 2020 good? No. Was 2019? No. Was 2018? No. But is life good? Yes. 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 And is the channel good? No. But we'll keep working at it through 2023 and more. What a delight it is, seriously, to get to have this as a job. I still feel like I've barely been doing it for a little while, but it's been like 3.5 years now, since mid-2019, which is crazy. Not mid-2019, early? Late? I don't actually remember. Early? I don't remember. I do not remember what time in 2019. I have no clue. No clue at all. Some length of time has passed. Thought it was 2018. Then it would be early 2019, like right at the beginning, and then through. So it's been 20, 21, 22, 20, nearly 4 years. God damn. That's crazy. 4 more years. 4 more years. That's what I'm saying, huh? See, Artemy's saying it. Look at him. Come here, you. Wow, sleepy. 4 more years. He's so mad. He was so sleepy. He's so mad right now. You don't pay rent. There we go. All right, folks. To be serious for a moment, just want to say, it's a real fun job. I love doing it. Want to keep doing it. No, I'm lazy. No, I end stream too early. No, I don't always get the donos. No, I don't always finish games. But having fun the whole way through. Hopefully you guys are too. You can, simple as, hate the rich, not classes, just don't like them. You can indicate your appreciation for my continued growth by subbing to the goddamn channel, hitting the goddamn bell, giving me your life savings in the form of PayPal donations so YouTube Super Chat doesn't take a 30% cut, and also saying in chat, ooh, cute baby, ooh. Post the fish. Post the fish. Ooh. He's so sleepy. Ooh. He's so mad. Whoa. All right. I love you guys. I really do. And I'll see you all soon.